Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Christine and welcome to this weekend's collective energy reading. I am going to clear our space, and I always like to do that in between readings as well, whether they are personal ones or for the collective. I still haven't even put details about readings if anyone's interested. I will soon. One thing at a time. If any of you are just trying to get your shit together, I'm one of them. I hope you have had a wonderful week. I know there's been a lot of transitions. I feel it. Some people out there, and I'm talking to you all, including myself, we are just simply preparing with this transition for the next steps, because I know many of you have felt go, go, go. I have to be careful because this thing goes fast. So I have 4 decks. The Ancestors and Angels Oracle is the first. I felt very guided to pull this. All of them have been shuffled. And as I say that, I was starting to shuffle again. And we will see. I'm going to pull them all out and then we will dive in. But let me know how your week's been going. Any of you Aries? If so, happy birthday to the Aries season. Wow, one just flew out. I wish I could have documented that. This card just literally flew out. Okay. And eventually I'm going to play around with camera setup. I have one of those Canon DSLR cameras. I've had it for a while, so it's really no excuse to set it up. It's just on my to-do list. I'm sure many of you can relate. And I had dryer issues. Anyone just had a week where you're just so grateful that this weekend has come and you are ready for just relaxed energy. I don't know if you guys have plans or if you're just going to stay indoors. We just pulled another one from Work Your Light deck. And then we have the Angel Guide Oracle. I instinctively always shuffle these. I just realized that. And just a reminder that a lot of the messages that I do like to provide, well, I should say, let me rephrase that. The types of messages I like to provide, the readings, they are more guided for your soul journey, your soul path, your life in general, not so much specific. Of course, if anything does come up, as I channel messages as well, but in the readings, if any other topics come up, I do relay those as well. And I also do readings on specific topics. But I would love to put more videos out there on some topics relating to these types of readings that are important. And finally, we have the Self-Care Oracle deck. If you're interested in seeing the back of the card. And this is something I've repeated in several of my videos. Self-care is paramount, perhaps because I am a North Node in Cancer. Any of my Cancers out there, let me know. You probably can relate. I'm a Libra, air and rising, Virgo moon, and I am learning how to cultivate my Cancer North Node this lifetime. And let me tell you, it's hard. Okay, guys, let me flip. Wow. Holy crap. We got some repeaters. I remember seeing this. You guys, look what we got from the Ancestors and Angels for this week. And some of you are in full hermit mode, and I am I'm feeling it totally, completely. This particular week kicked off Aries season. I feel like things have moved rapidly. I've sensed a lot of rapid shifts in timelines. Many of you have made bounds and leaps. I'm not kidding when I say that, literally, figuratively. There is also a lot of releasing. Of course, we're in the post-shadow period, waning, gibbous phase. We're in the waning phase of the post-full moons. So a lot of people have been releasing and doing purging and still working as we wrapped up the last Pisces season and the last solar cycle. So it makes sense to take time out for yourself. This is a great time to just take time out for you. Get clear again on what your next steps are. And there is no timeline. Everyone has a different timeline. I want to make that clear and really illuminate that, because people think that, and they compare too. It's easy to compare, especially when you have started your spiritual journey, when you have awakened and you look to others, especially your peers, those in your circle near you, and you compare. Remember, your journeys are very unique. Someone may be out there starting their business in 1 week and getting like 20 things done, and you're like, how the hell did they do that? And I could barely do my laundry. We're all on different timelines. If you need to retreat and rest, this is the time to do it. Rest, rejuvenation are incredibly important, just like brushing your teeth and being productive in that way. I always feel like rest is a form of productivity. It took me a long time, and I'm having trouble with my words. I know Mercury is in Pisces still, and it's hard to kind of enunciate and get our words out. I've been working on my third chakra as well, so excuse me for having jumbled words. I'm also feeling here, some of you are connecting to Archangel Metatron. Some of you may be seeing geometric shapes. I'm not familiar with that. Geomancy, is it? Geometric shapes, languages, signs, flickers of light around you, and you may be seeing almost like, I'm just getting Nintendo in my head, like video game type of those lights, like you enter a world and it's, I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm seeing those types of lights. There's a lot of shifts. It has to do with ascension right now and the symptoms we're experiencing. So this was a card I pulled for the weekly energy reading. If you didn't see it for this week, check it out. Aries season is about really going forward with our goals and taking action. But I got quite the opposite energy. And so we're wrapping up the weekend in the same manner as well. And that's okay. The next card I got from the Work Your Light Oracle is the Initiation, Rite of Passage, Crossing the Threshold. Does this not scream hermit? Look at how dark it is, and there's a little light here. Many of you are coming out of a shitty place. I'm just going to be blunt. You may have had shit fall to shit, life fall to pieces. You may have retreated after big events. I'm getting 3. The last 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, maybe even today in the last 3 hours. You're just processing a lot still and releasing. So remember, there is always, when you go through darkness, you will eventually get through light, and vice versa. We have to know one to appreciate and understand the other. And so this is a start of a new cycle, an initiation of a new cycle for many, a new chapter. And know that I just got new things are starting for you. Sometimes it's scary, I'm going to say, because many of us, you find comfort even in the darkness. But just put one foot out, and it's okay to peer out. I'm a peerer. I don't know if that's a word. I like to peer out and kind of ascertain whether the environment is safe. It's okay, you can do that. Take baby steps if you need to. You see the rocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I see 6. Take little steps, just like the rocks, and go forward into your journey. But look how beautiful and bright the colors are. A lot of you are working on your communication, speaking your truth, expressing yourself, your needs, your wants, and also working in different capacities with your spirituality. And that's going to be very, very broad. Some of you are just starting this journey, and many of you have been on this journey for quite some time and are experiencing different levels of ascension. And this is going to look very different for many different people. I noticed a lot of gifts are opening up to you. I'm getting clairvoyance and clairaudience, especially right now. And we've had storms. This is actually, especially in the northern hemisphere, but depending on where you're located in the southern hemisphere, you may also experience a lot of thunderstorms this time of year. Twisters, tornadoes, cyclones. No, wait, cyclones are hurricanes. Yes, I used to live in Florida, so hurricanes. And then we have it in other parts of the world. So they call them something different. Tornadoes, twisters, those are big, but I'm getting thunderstorms, lightning. So it's okay if you're still here. I really want to enunciate that. This is actually beautiful. Wow, so many of these things. Listen deeply. This is the angel card that I got. And this taps into Hermit. You all, this isn't just about listening. Actually, this is not about listening to others. This is about listening to yourself, to your guides, to your spiritual team. And I use that term to define those that you consider part of your spiritual team, for lack of a better alternative. For example, that could include your higher power, angels, other entities that you pray to or venerate, your ancestors, whatever. I always include them and call them my spiritual team. This is an immensely incredible, but also wonderful time to simply tap into your heart. Just get quiet and listen. And the best way to do that is through hermiting. Introverts out there, we are natural born hermits. But anyone can learn, even introverts that may not like to hermit alone, which is a rarity, I should say. If you're an introvert that doesn't like to hermit alone, comment below. This is a really great way to start receiving messages because many of you are very much connected to the divine. I just see an explosion of downloads right now of gifts. Many of you have been activated and have just been upgraded. Your gifts have just become more enhanced. If you could see things and have prophetic dreams, for example, now you are just seeing vivid dreams, maybe traveling. Maybe you're hearing things more and you're getting messages. Many of you also work with divine beings and have your angels right next to you at this moment. I'm also getting a feminine energy, especially Virgin Mary from Guadalupe. That's the first thing I got. We got 2 self-care messages. No joke, sound healing. You see, it's listen deeply and take a walk. You see how she's alone? Let's look at the sound healing quickly for this weekend. Sound is incredibly healing on its own. There's so many different types of sounds and each chakra resonates to different sounds, by the way. And so you can listen to binaural beats, you can listen to sound bowls. They have so many beautiful videos on YouTube, or if you have your own, you can attune or engage in certain frequencies depending on which chakra or chakras that you'd like to balance perhaps. You can listen to your favorite artists, whatever it is. It's incredibly healing. I actually just did this not too long ago. It was very emotional. I was fine all day and then I just started crying and I used songs. Sometimes you feel like emotions are stuck in there. We have our playlist, people, the ones that make you, those songs that make you cry. I put them up and I'm like, oh, okay, it was like a release. So I'm feeling called to say that. And it's difficult for some of us. I'm an air sign, but it's something I'm practicing in this lifetime. I'm getting for some of you, it's been stuck up here. And so you may have trouble expressing how you're speaking, how you're feeling. Put on some songs that can help you kind of conjure that up to get into your feels and just express it, because when you do, it just feels like a release. Finally, take a walk. Look, this one, she is by herself. We have 2 blackbirds here, 2 mountains. There's a path here. There's a decision to make for many of you too. We see Mother Earth too, connecting to Mother Earth. This goes into hermiting. There's a choice though, but I'm getting nature. I mean, taking a walk on the trail and just going into nature, one of the most healing. It's like meditation, healing, energy cleansing, time to think, all in one. So many benefits. If you don't like going into forests or trails, just take a walk around your neighborhood or your apartment complex. Or even if there's bad weather, go to the market. I used to go to the market and just walk around with my headphones. And especially the big ones, or one of those warehouse stores, or anywhere inside. And just take a walk. Yeah, it may not be forest, but it's a way to clear yourself. Some of you have big decisions to make. There's 2 decisions. And some of you are currently facing, I'm getting work and leaving relationship. Some of you are about to start a new endeavor. There's a lot of success on the other side. And some of you are really deciding whether or not to leave a relationship. I feel like when you do get into the hermit mode, when you do retreat, any and every message that you need pertaining to this decision, you're going to receive from your higher self, from your spiritual team. So this weekend, the energy is calling us to retreat, to hermit, to really listen to ourselves and connect not only to our spiritual teams, to the divine and to our higher selves, but to take care of ourselves in a way that allows us to do this, to connect deeply. And know that whatever is waiting on the other side of the door is going to be magnificent. I'm getting just a luxurious magnificence. Magnificence. I think I'm saying that off. Everything feels off to me right now. Anyways, I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. I wish you a beautiful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.